Everyone okay?
We need fabric. We still have stuff.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I can entice you with riches in return for a simple favor.
An entire settlement in flames? Oh gods, and Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Horseshit. You're under Ludwig's thumb.
I know you're upset, Temerty, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To head sharpshooter first class of Shatterscarp Temerty Kaiwa III. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garrote's wrath. Just like Fior Messiverno. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringgrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. I didn't know they made adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. Yes, and please, I don't need to know more. Ringrim's given me and my troops enough nightmares already. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargunin ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerity. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling uninterested.
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
Godlike. Over here.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it? Tell me. Say if you like it.
Take your best shot.
We've got company. On your left.
This way. Wait for you.
Who goes there? Enemy at your back. We see you. Fade them to the earth. Nicely done. Come on. Come all. I'm coming for Ludwig next. coming!
Mine now! On your right!
You been to those Pargunan ruins yet?
Wonder what-
You're a Darren, right? Over here.
I used to patrol out here. Swore I'd never come back. Tama lost his badge near here.
This one.
Protect the envoy! Another soul for the wheel!
Another win. But who's counting?
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
To your left! Oh, no. No!
Yeah.
Watch the left!
Envoy!
That armor won't hold up.
Yeah. That's Thomas' badge. You found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. Hard to know where to start. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half. But, yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He was the best I ever knew. I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything. Closure. I never understood the term. Just feels like swallowing the thing that makes you sick. Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. Yeah. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing. No glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Then you get it. To an old trencher like him, that badge meant belonging. Honor. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. You and I really don't talk much outside of planning our next move or moments like this. I'm not sure why this is spilling out of me all of a sudden. Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. It's time I said goodbye. It's the least he deserves. Especially after. Never mind. Let's go.
branch! Right, quarry in the branch!
Let's finish. Good shooting, Kai. I'll fix this. It disturbs us. There in the eyes! Birds of light! The envoy. God's face!
Quarry in the brush!
Isakso!
Another glorious battle. Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. You're just making this more real. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Well, you didn't have to give me the truth. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. No. You'd have come back. I walked away, envoy. And I kept walking. Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, it's felt easy. Too easy. I've gotten comfortable. The fact that you and I don't talk a whole lot has made it easy to get along and get by. But I'm not that guy, envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Oh, come on. You're a veteran of one of the most famous military units in Aora. They don't take just anyone into the tall grass. But me, I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Self-compassion. That's a balm for outbursts and hangovers. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. Except he's gone. There's no making it right. I gotta own that. Of course I'm not. I'm finally being honest about this. I fight what I can see, Envoy. This feeling. How am I supposed to fight that? Huh. Together. Okay. You win. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. I came to the Living Lands running. From storms, from war, from all the things those forces of nature make out of you. Maybe I'm done running away. I don't know what that means I'm running towards, but I think I'm finally ready to figure it out. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.